Alright, thank you so much for stopping by. And like the title says, it's a little get to know me. Also, that's something that's very dear to my heart that I want to share with you. And I appreciate those of you who are going to be watching this, because it's telling me that you actually care to know a little more about me and really find out what's dear to my heart. Um, and the fact that you're going to just be interested in watching something like this. So let me know if you guys are interested in these little heart-to-heart kind of talks, right? I know I have not done a vlog in a while. I'm hoping that this is not more than 5 minutes. But you know me, I ramble. So I watched a video this morning and it really touched me. It actually left me reflecting with a lot of things. And as I am getting ready to go to work, a lot of stuff is on my mind. And I just thought I'll share it with you because I do a lot of these, I do beauty videos pretty much, but it's people that you're dealing with, and I just feel that I should stop maybe and share this with you. Maybe some of you are not aware of it or are aware of it and you're going through similar things, or you have knowledge of, and we can come together as a community and help each other grow. Not only just with makeup, it's more than that, and life is more than just makeup. And a lot of people think I do so much these videos and I pump them out like almost daily, that it's all in my life. I do have a job, I do have a family, and everything that goes along with that. But I like doing these videos. Makeup is not everything, and a lot of times things are taken out personally with, people are almost hating and disliking videos, and I'm getting a lot of that now. And this video may even get a dislike. I'm not even going to stop with the ratings, so people to avoid the dislikes. Everyone has their feelings and thoughts and their opinions. I respect that. The only thing I don't like when I see the dislikes is that there's not a comment to back it up. Like you give a constructive criticism by saying, hey, I don't like how you did this, maybe you could do this a lot better. So 2 videos actually impacted me. One had to do with the disliking and the hatred that comes with the YouTube. We are people and we are humans that we put ourselves out there. A lot of times the people who dislike and hate and make sometimes some nasty comments, or some comments they don't do videos. And those who do videos, shame on you if you actually go around disliking, because you should know how much it takes out of for us to put out videos. We're putting out ourselves there. I don't know if you realize that, but I am putting out myself there to you. I'm opening up myself for a lot of criticism. So I do expect there'll be likes and dislikes. The only thing is, if you don't like something and you're going to continuously dislike my videos, you should tell me. There is always room for correction. There's always room for growth. I'm not a narrow-minded person to not want to grow. I want to grow. Life is dynamic. It's not something that is stagnant, so that you have to change. And that's why you would have actually seen, I stopped and I looked at some of my videos a while back as compared to now, and I've actually seen growth in myself. I'm not going to toot my horn or rave and carry on, but I know I've grown as an individual. I know my videos have grown. I've actually stopped and expanded. Never in my mind when I started YouTube I would have thought that I would have done little demos. I wouldn't even call them tutorials, because I don't know, I'm not a makeup artist, and that's not my forte at all. I feel like I have knowledge and I have information, that's why I do reviews and I share it. But part of it I realize is that I need to show you how I use it, because some of you have skin types and tone, everything like me, and so having me help share what I do and I use, I know it's going to be beneficial. So if I'm doing something wrong, share with me. I watch videos when I can, where I can, because I save a lot of them and watch them after. I try to comment on every one that I watch, just to give support to my fellow YouTubers. And if I know I'm going to dislike something and I see something I don't like, I would either X the video or I would message a person privately, and I would say, hey, this X, Y, and Z. Some people like to correct, and I take it in all force, because somebody told me one of my first, I think, Get Ready With Me, when my blush looked like a clown. And I appreciate that criticism. It actually made me stop every day when I use makeup and I'm applying blush, that I check to see if I'm looking like a clown. Maybe the comment was rude and out of place, because I know some people message me and say, Rona, don't take that on. But for me, I use it as a good, because sometimes your hand can get away with the blush and you don't realize it. So I take it in all strengths, and I'm already at 5 minutes and I've not even started talking about what I initially wanted to talk about. But the other part is the part that's really for me serious, is something I hold very dear to me, and it's because I was actually affected by it. And I don't think people here realize. I know a lot of people critique me, very judgmental of my hauls. I'm always buying makeup. I'm also always sharing. If something doesn't work for me, that doesn't mean it's not going to work for somebody else, and I will pass it along or try to use it in a different way. I know that I have a ridiculous collection for someone who's not a makeup artist, and for one person alone who just does makeup on her face, because I don't do makeup really on much friends, like one or two. But at the end of it all, it's my choice in what I want to do, and a lot of times I buy stuff for you guys, so I do spend my money. But something else that I don't share too much with you guys is that I'm always involved in a number of charity. I believe that God bless us so that we can bless others. We are given things on this earth to share, and not so much to keep to ourselves. Even when we educate ourselves or we improve ourselves, we need to look at those around us and bless them too, with whether it's knowledge, material things, money, etc. Now, I'm very skeptical about when it comes to giving money, because sometimes you don't know what people are going to use it for. And even with that, I will give the money and I'll say a little prayer, and I hope that the money can bless somebody's life, and hopefully they're not using it in the wrong way. But I prefer to try to meet people and their needs in a different way. And so I watched a video this morning from Jermaine, and I don't remember the name of her channel, but I'll actually link the video for you guys to check it out. And she was talking about, she went to Thailand and she started a project there about helping needy people, because poverty there is really, really crazy. But I know that everyone in the world have their issues with poverty, and no matter if it's a first world country, there are areas of poverty. And for the past couple years, since I actually started working, because when I was doing my undergrad degree, I remember watching a video on India and a school in India, and how the university students, they work in the morning. And I'm talking about work as in they work, do labor, a lot of physical labor, because the university was small. But for them to make the university to maintain itself and for students to go, everybody had to pitch in. So morning faculty, staff, and students were doing things like washing and cleaning, and their classrooms, and a lot of times a lot of classrooms like under a tree, so they would sweep out the leaves and everything. And it was just an interest for me. This was like a couple of years back, really. It was somewhere about 2000, and it left a huge impact on me that these students were working so hard. And I was told that I think it was somewhere about $500 can survive the student for a school year. I was like, $500? Come on. I mean, in Trinidad we have GATE, but there's so many scholarships out there internationally that a lot of foreign universities give, but these students need $500, and they work morning and then go to class in the evening, and then they get up again early the next morning at 5. And it really, really touched me, and I promised myself that once I get a job, I would actually help a student. So interesting, I was dating my husband then, and I shared it with him, and he was like, definitely. So I think it was last year or the year before, we were actually able to start doing this. So we've been doing that, helping a student in India to go to school. And in addition to that, for the past maybe since 2004, I have been doing a lot of charity work in South America, promoting literacy. And I would collect books, buy books, donate books to a lot of these schools, like in the Amazon and just other parts of South America I was sent. And so I've donated quite a lot. They're actually in the thousands, and I would get people around me to assist, and it's just like a blessing. And so someone told me, Ronnie, you're not doing anything in Trinidad, you're doing everything everywhere else. And so I started going around to schools in Trinidad and donating books to local schools. And if you guys are interested in joining me in this particular venture, It's more or less promoting literacy in the kindergarten, preschool and primary school level, then inbox me, leave a comment below and let me know. Pretty much that drive is about just getting books and donating it to the school. Make sure they have like a bookshelf, a library, work with them. I don't necessarily get the library for them, but if they don't have bookshelves to put the books on, I actually either purchase it or I've had people help me make it, and we've donated it. And what I also started doing a couple of years back was to volunteer at schools to go and read to classes. And so I would talk to the principal and the teachers and go at least once a week at a school and read. And I've actually gotten a couple other people to do this along with me. So if you're interested and you have the time, let me know. If you would love to assist but you can't, please just say a prayer for the blessings of it so that we can reach other people. The other thing that Jermaine is doing, linked with Thailand, is that she's collecting clothes and sending it to Thailand, because the kids, it's really poverty. When you watch a video, you're gonna cry. I actually was like all bucket full of tears, had to stop and getting ready for work. It really affected me, because growing up as a child, my parents could not afford a lot of things. I know I look like I splurge a lot, but I grew up pretty much with imaginary toys and things, and just had to make do with what I had. And that's why I said, when I saw that video when I was finishing university, I said I have to help people, because I know what it's like not to grow up as a child not having a lot of things. I was actually even bullied and picked on as a child by people who weren't even rich, but it just had more than what I had, because everybody knew I used to wear my sister's clothes, my sister's toys. My parents could maybe only afford to send me one pencil to school, and that was your holy pencil until it was like a fine little nib. So I always saw myself and that I must bless others as I have. And so every Christmas time, my husband and I, we would actually put together a lot of stuff. A lot of times it's just our investment, but if anybody else is willing to help, we can make this a drive. So if you're interested, I've actually contacted a couple of my friends today, and they are going to work along with me. So if you guys want to work along with me, we're actually playing around with a name to have it like an informal charity, like, until we can figure out, if we can actually build this as a something that is done consistently. Something I was telling her, I always say my channel has Addicted to Makeup, and I was playing around the name Addicted to Caring or Sharing or something like that. But the goal that I want to do is to actually locate families and children who are in need of things like clothes and books and food stuff, and collect it and give it to them. And I'm not thinking Christmas necessarily, maybe just at the beginning of December to just give it to them. I'm not usually here for Christmas, but I'm also gonna be part of Jermaine's venture. I hope that she'll make contact with me, because I emailed her, and if you guys can email her, check her out and just send some love, prayers, and if you can donate tangible things, send it her way. But if you're interested and you're in Trinidad, you're interested in helping me, if you're interested internationally, we can link up. We could work out something for me to get this stuff if you have it. So we're looking at books and clothes and food stuff. And if you're interested in me updating you and guys on this or anything like that, leave a comment below, and I could add your name to a list of the team of people that we can work together to do this. But we are blessed to bless others, and when we think that we don't have enough, always someone who needs more than we do. And I am going to make it my duty now, every time I feel down and depressed, I'm going to pull myself up as best as I can, because there are people who are going through so much worse than I am, and I need to count my blessings and look and see how I can help them. So I hope that the rambling, the vlog, didn't bore you guys, but this is something that's very, very, very dear to my heart. So if you're interested in the book drive or the other charity, leave a comment below, let me know, inbox me privately, so that we can work together. So thank you so much for watching. For those of you who actually stopped and watched, for those of you who care, please remember to send your prayers and well wishes our way, and also to Jermaine and her charity. And if you know anybody else who is doing these things, please share it around. I would love to see what I can do to assist. So until next time, bye.